What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 156 of Special Conditions, the TCG podcast where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is October 18th, 2023. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my co-host, as always, Justin Keller. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, but I'd venture to say not as great as you. Some of
I'd
us,
venture to say not as great as you.
some of us, we'd piddle around our hometown, and some of us got to go on a jaunt over to Europe. How was that?
Yeah. So I did just come back from Barcelona, Spain. That was a little wild.
Did you
There's a
ever
lot.
sing the song Barcelona?
No, not once.
Oh, no, not an Ed Sheeran
When I
fan.
first got over there, my phone wasn't working, but then somebody was very nice enough to just be like, "Oh, just hit off of Wi-Fi and hit on your cellular." I don't know what they did, but they basically just brought my phone down. They touched two buttons, and they're like, "Yep, you're good."
Nice.
So then I could take a deep breath, but then I got to my hotel, and my card got flagged. Luckily, I was able to pay for the taxi there, but then it was flagged immediately. And so when I went to pay like the tax fee or something like that for the hotel, they were like, "Yeah, it got declined." And I'm like, "It's $10. I have $10. Come on. Like, this is ridiculous." And then I had to wait for them to open because it wasn't 8 a.m. on the East Coast. So that was fun.
Real quick, am I choppy to you?
I don't think so.
Okay. You were choppy for me for a minute. But yeah, no, I'm glad you got that all figured out. It was sounds like you had quite the fun over there. It was just following you. You took like 1,000 photos. It was great.
Yes,
like
if
I
you
was
want to
there.
see a little bit of my adventure, you can head over to our Instagram page, Pokemon Professor Network, and then look at City Safari 23, and then that has literally my entire adventure kind of saved on the highlight. And you can see the first thing that I did was go to a card shop. And let me tell you, this was a cool card shop. I mean, it didn't look like they had too many singles for like Pokemon and stuff. And they had an entire back room that was just jam-packed with people playing. I think it was One Piece. I think One Piece was being played.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool. But then there was people playing Magic, I believe Commander. At like the two tables that were out front, like in the store, if you will. And then there was somebody basically running the card counter and somebody running like the front register counter, which was like board games and stuff like that.
Was this
It
a
was called.
Saturday?
No, I got in on Thursday around noontime. Didn't get settled and like walked around until around like 2 or 3 o'clock. But the game shop was popping. It was popping. There was actually a league challenge during the time, but I had already made prior arrangements for Saturday night.
Dang it.
So I definitely did not go to it. I really did want to, but I also didn't have a deck, which means I would have had to build one.
Let you borrow a deck.
I would have had to build one. Well, yeah, but I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. They'd be like, "This guy? No way." So I would have had to construct one out of the Tinkatongue deck, Greninja, or Kangaskhan. They didn't have Chien-Pao. If they had Chien-Pao, I would have risked it, but they did not. And they didn't have the Palkia structure deck or anything advanced, if you will. But shout out to Game Area. I don't know. That just sounds like it's coming out the wrong end.
No, we don't need to go there.
I rolled the dice on that one. But it was a lot of fun. That was the first thing I did. But I wanted to get Smoliv and like a small of card, and I wanted to see if the packs were in Spanish, but they were not, even though the Spanish name for Delibird is still Delibird, so it really mattered.
Or if it said like, I wonder
But the
if like
first
the
pack,
Spanish logo says like SP and then whatever on the bottom.
oh, I didn't even look, but I did pull a Delibird though. So I pulled a
Oh,
Delibird in Spain on my first pack.
all that matters.
That's all that matters. And again, you can see that on our Instagram as well. But Justin, we have a show today, so let's get
Ooh.
into it. We will talk about Peoria regionals because that happened 2 weeks ago. Sacramento regionals happened this weekend, although I didn't see any of it because I was walking the streets of Barcelona participating in the Pokemon Safari, the City Safari events, and the shenanigans that involved that. And then I also did Community Day while in Barcelona, and then had to leave early, catch a flight. Now I'm back East Coast. Good to be back. We will talk about the Pokemon pre-release cards because there just happens to be a really great one. And please, 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 any listeners that are listening to this podcast right now or watching us live, and you open up your pre-release pack and you pull Iron Bundle, I would love to trade for it. I would love to trade for it. So please let me know. I will trade stuff for it. I want it real bad. I'm not 100% sure I can even get to a pre-release because my son has multiple hockey games this weekend, and I know the pre-release starts this weekend. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So help a podcaster out.
Yeah, when is pre-release again? It's coming up soon, right?
I believe it's this weekend.
This weekend. Oof. Dang it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss it too. I'm booked this weekend.
Yeah, it's the life, you know. Got to drink some Johto blend just to stay alive here, you know.
You know, I was just looking. Is that a Back to the Future sweater? What do you?
Justin, this is in fact a Back to the Future sweatshirt. You know what it's supposed to be? You know what I
No.
paid for?
No.
You know what I was like, "Oh man, that's something that I need this winter to wear on the podcast."
Oh, Baxcalibur to the Future?
No, it's just Back to the Future. I purchased a Delibird sweatshirt that I found on Etsy. I was like, reviews look good. The sweater looks good. The material looks good. And to be honest, like it seems a little, you know, a little iffy as far as like quality goes, but it feels warm. It's a good feel. It's not like a sweater, but like it's more of like one of those heavier t-shirts, but I like it. If this was what I ordered, I'd be super happy. But it's not. Imagine, to my surprise, opening up, I ordered a Delibird sweatshirt, which had Pikachu, a humongous Delibird, several other ones, uh, looking all real cool and stuff. It was a cute Delibird Christmas scene sweatshirt. And I ripped open this package so fast, and I saw Back to the Future. Like I didn't even open it all the way. I saw Back to
Oh
the Future,
man.
and my heart literally sunk.
Uh that's hilarious because I would really like a Back to the Future sweater. Now I can't own anything that it's like that much black as I'm wearing black right now, but it just attracts all the white dog fur.
It's like navy. I wouldn't say it's black. It's
Oh,
definitely navy.
that's
If you
hilarious.
want this, Justin, this is the first time I put it on. And there is a white t-shirt underneath, so it's not even like it's like on skin here. So if you want it, I will gladly send it to you. It is a size
Now, are they
large.
going to replace your Sweater. That's the
So
right one.
they go, "Oh, we're sorry about that. We can replace that for you." And it was like broken English. So I was like,
Sure.
great. This is not what I want to deal with right now.
Yeah.
And they said shipping and handling time is 2 to 3 days, and then for shipping it's about another 2 to 3 weeks. And I was like, no, I'm not going to wait another month for a sweater. I already waited a month to get this one. I was like, just refund me. I don't want anything to do with you. And so I can't leave a negative review for 30 days. So I have to wait in order to leave a negative review. Not that I enjoy leaving negative reviews, but when you order something that says Pokemon, Delibird, like literally the key words over, like out of all of them were Delibird, Pokemon, Christmas, Delibird, Pokemon,
Oh, it was
Pikachu,
like Christmas
Delibird.
died when you opened it.
If I got this and it was for Christmas and I ripped it open thinking that it might be Delibird, or like knowing that whoever bought it for me bought it as Delibird, and I ripped it open, it was Back to the Future. Where are you, Christmas?
Oh,
Not here on my sweatshirt.
nope.
Just devastated. Devastated. That's the only word I have. All right, Justin. Let's talk about Peoria regionals. Did you watch any of it?
Peoria. I think this is one of those weekends where I was pretty busy. I maybe caught like a match.
I
How about
caught
you?
like 2 or 3, and I caught Jesse Parker with Maradon. Maradon.
Riding with Maradon.
Can I just say that it is a beautiful thing that in the top 16 there are 4 Maradons?
That's
I don't know. I
wild.
just really enjoy it. But Grant Shen showed up with Baxcalibur and Chen Pao. So it's still sneaking in. That was in top 8. But first and second, Raymond Long, Lost Zone Box. Jack Carter, Lost Zone Box. And
Mew showing up in third.
if I do recall correctly, I'm pretty sure Raymond Long is the one that beat me when I was in regionals in Hartford. I'm pretty sure that sounds familiar. Because he was also playing the Kyogre, and he is still playing Kyogre. Looks like Zamazenta from Crown Zenith, like the base form with Metal Shield. If this Pokemon
Wait,
has
for which
any
one?
energy attached. What?
Which one?
Zamazenta from
No,
Crown
which
Zenith.
deck? Which deck?
Oh,
You're looking at?
Raymond, the first one. Lost Box. Sorry, we're not in this together.
All in this together. Okay, zooming in doesn't help. This is as big as it gets. Okay, yeah, so good old Kyogre build. Man, we're back to this.
I still like, I understand Cramorant. You only technically need 1. But for some reason, I just feel like 2 is the play, but I'm always proven wrong by these lists.
I would prefer to have 2. It just depends on how much you really feature the Cramorant, or if you just don't really care and you just want to do flower selecting a bunch of times and then you sack some, get behind, play your Zamazenta. Because maybe that's the play. Maybe you were just sacking one of your flowers for Zamazenta to go up there and take the next hit.
Well, Zamazenta, I mean, it has Metal Shield. If this Pokemon has any energy attached to it, it takes 30 less damage from attacks. And sitting at 130 hit points, that realistically means it has 160.
Yeah.
If you're trying to one-shot it. So that's
Mhm.
pretty bulky for a stage or like a basic. So then Retaliate does 100, but if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 120 more damage. That's 220. That knocks out a V. So pretty lethal there.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's I'm just surprised that Zamazenta saw as little play as it did for so long, and then now it's back again. Crown Zenith is a little older at this point. We've had a bunch of events.
And I like that both Lost Zones are playing like two very different builds. The second place was playing the Dragonite V, the Raikou V,
Mm-hmm.
the V variant, if you will.
The
And only
variant?
and only 8 energy.
Again, it's not my style of play. This
No.
is like above my skill level. You have to be really practiced in order to know when to discard which energies and which ones you can, send to the Lost Zone and which ones you can recycle. Is there a
Yes.
recycler? Let's see, there's 4 Super Rod.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so realistically, I think I like 9. I like 9. If you're gonna give me 8 energy,
Wow,
like
we're
that
up to
just feels
4 Super
so
Rod
small.
now. That's a lot of recovery.
Yeah, 4 Super Rod, a Clara.
You wanna recycle your Sableyes, your Cramorants, your Greninja, your energies.
But yeah, and then Rowan Stavenoff with or Staven now. Mew Genesect sneaking in at third place. Like, come on. That's still a deck.
Oh, did you see this Luxray V
There
in
is
here?
a Luxray V.
What is
Your opponent reveals their hand, discard a trainer card you find there.
Was this just to get back at Lugia V's, or why would you play this?
Well, a trainer card just in general can be a supporter, can be an item.
Sure.
So I think in general terms, even if you're not one-shotting, you are disrupting enough to slow them down.
And I guess if you Radiating Pulse, your opponent's Pokemon is now paralyzed. Use it to buy
Yeah,
a
and
turn.
then you're using Path to the Peak. So if they're only out is there like one supporter, you just stop it. I actually like that. That's very cheeky.
Well, let's see. Are you even? They're not even playing any energies to play that though.
The double turbo.
Yeah, but you need the lightning. So
What are you
it's all.
talking about? We're not talking about the lightning energy. We're talking about the first attack.
Oh,
That's the
that's not
only
what
thing
I'm
you use
talking
it for.
about.
You Path to the Peak after they've gone. You like judge them to 4, and then like they're only out, and then you just strip it from them. That hurts.
Oh, I guess if you are going for disruption, you got the grabber arm.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool text in there. I like it. Which I'm sure that's the thing that got him so far.
Mm-hmm.
Because having something like that where you just catch people off guard,
Mm-hmm.
that's my favorite. I still remember bringing Lycanroc and just people just not knowing what it did, and I'm like, I'll use the Howling Claws or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, yeah, your Manaphy had 10 damage on it. It has 60 HP, so I'm just gonna knock it out.
Yeah.
They're like,
Speaking of
no.
which, I'm the signups for San Antonio was today, and I signed up. So you got to help me
Oh,
figure out something cheeky to play, not just
okay.
play. I was listening to Uncommon Energy earlier today, and then they were talking about how they're still fans of colorless Lugia. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I could play like my only 2 regionals I go to play Lugia again. It
Ugh.
just
And like there were so many Lugia in Sacramento. So it's, I mean, you got to be able to take down Lost Box.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to be able to defend or be able to play against and have like a decent matchup against Lugia. And then you still have to prepare for Gardevoir, Mew VMAX, Miraidon. I don't know what the play is.
Yeah, speaking of which, let's move on to
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
And this, I like I said, I was basically unavailable all weekend, so I did not see any of this, which really stinks.
Yeah, I didn't get to see this one either. I was also busy. But, well, I guess, first, let's look at the first place deck. Lugia. And it is colorless Lugia. So, have you ever played colorless Lugia?
No.
It's, it's seen like it's gone through the cycles of like, oh, people like it. People are kind of wary about it. I mean, just look at all the different types of energies they're playing. DTE, Jet Energy, Gift Energy, Therapeutic Energy, V-Guard Energy, Reversal Energy. And then, you're hitting with Thump and Snore and Unfaced Fat Snorlax. You
I
got
like that
your
though. Does
you got
180. So
your
that's really your Lost Box answer right
yeah.
there.
Prevent all effects from your opponent's Pokemon done to this.
So Snorlax, so Sable, I won't
Um
touch it.
okay, that's what I was wondering. So this is actually good for that.
Yeah, and then you kind of just set up a bunch of Snorlaxes and just start swinging.
Let's see, what does Mew EX do again? Once during your turn, may draw to have 3 cards in your hand. That's pretty good.
And then Genome Hacking for 3 colorless. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack.
That's probably pretty good in Lugia, actually. Considering
Yes.
you can just power this up whenever. So,
Well, yeah, because you think, you've got Charizard. This deck does 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent's taken.
yeah.
So you're hitting for 180. Let's just say it's end of game. That's an extra 150 damage there.
Obviously,
So
you're
that's
playing
33. That literally one shots a Charizard if they're down to one prize.
the Luxray for the mirror match. You're playing the Weird Deer, which is, fun to just like steamroll people at the end.
Yeah, that's a little brutal.
Or should I say bash people? Because 40 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. So you just take it all and just beat them in. It's a beat stick. I don't know. This actually looks fun. I'm like, the next time I go to locals, I might sleeve this up and play. I've never actually played this version of Lugia.
And then you have colorless Lugia, and then you have colorless Arceus.
Yes. All right, Arceus. What do we got? But
Slacking V and Gyarados V is what we've got.
like I've seen Slacking V around, but Gyarados VMAX caught me off guard. I don't know
Yes.
about you. It was just like a Max Tyrant coming out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that the Hyper Beam is really what you use it for. You're hitting for 120, discarding an energy attached to one of your opponent's active Pokemon. So again, a little bit of disruption there.
Yeah, I guess you could use that for like, against Sableye, against Mew, stuff that has real low energy counts.
And then you're
And low
utilizing
HP.
Melanie with it as well. So you can
Yeah, they got 2
essentially
Melanies. Yep.
get this out pretty quickly too, even without the Arceus V-Star.
Let's see. We got 4 Path. Do we have a way to bump the Path? We got the Vacuum. Okay. And then obviously you play the Path because of Slaking. He can hit for 260. and you want to have path down to get around kind of lazy. Have you played any decks with Vengeful Punch in it?
I have not, but it says if this card, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 4 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon.
You know,
And
soften them up.
Again, I'm gonna assume that that's probably meant for like a Lugia, because they're 280, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they knock out your Arceus V-Star or whatever you have active, and then your Gyarados VMAX for Max Tyrant can hit for 240, plus the 40 that was just dealt, and win you the game.
Oh yeah, and then Slaking's hitting for 260. So yeah, either of those hit the numbers you want.
Yep. Not 330 though. That's the number you need.
Well,
330.
I think this is kind of like how you were like this lone person playing Lycanroc VMAX. They were probably the lone person playing Gyarados.
Yeah, I'm
VMAX.
sure nobody. I'm sure no one else is like, oh, Gyarados. That's the play.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
played today.
No, that's always like I always like Arceus decks. This also looks like it could be fun. Not quite my style, but I could see sleeving it up.
Yeah, where's the United Wings? Can we just get that deck back?
I don't I don't think it's doing any good.
That stinks.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Of course, Gardevoir. Let's see if there's anything special about this Gardevoir.
Oh, look, it has Ralts in it.
Yeah, Ralts,
Very
Curlia,
special.
Gasp. 2/2 Gardevoir, Gasp. Zacian V, Cresselia, Gasp.
Battle VIP Pass, gasp.
Collapse Stadium, Gasp.
Spiritomb, gasp.
Rare Candy, Gasp.
I don't know. I just a huge congratulations to Alexander Flytos. I mean, Lugia is scary. I know when I play it on the ladder, I'm just like, oh gosh, can we just stop? I know you got all your energies. Great, I lose. Good game. That's just always how I feel.
Let's see which version Azul played. All right, before we click on his list, what do you think he played? Which
I
version of
only know
Lost
this because
Arcs?
I saw on Twitter. I definitely saw the Kyogre, so it has something with
Okay,
Kyogre.
I know he loves the Kyogre version, so I'm just gonna see if that's what he brought back, and that's what he brought back.
Oh, and this list looks very similar to Raymond's list. Bless you.
Thanks.
Yeah, very similar. Only 3 Super Rod though. Ooh.
Okay, so now we're looking through this list. Anything else you want to look at? I'm kind of curious since they don't really show, just based off the logos, what this Arceus is. This is Arctura.
Hey, look, Mawile's in this.
Mawile.
Everybody's very excited about this tempting trap. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. During your next turn, the defending Pokemon takes 90 more damage from attacks. So if you're not playing a switch card, or you're not getting out of the active, that's definitely being knocked out.
Yeah, I'm just, props to you if you can figure out how to make this work. Not my style.
And then again, 1/1 Duraludon VMAX. Like, what? I don't know. I don't understand that. I would not risk having the 1/1. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's just so risky. It's so risky. It's so risky.
Yeah,
but then again, I didn't play in 2 regionals back to back, so I can't tell you what is and isn't risky, I guess.
I still just love the art on the Squavit. He's so cute. With his little berries that he steals. Okay.
All right, Justin, we are 30 minutes in. We should
30
probably
minutes already.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, last thing. I want
Time
to get
flies
this
when we're talking
Excalibur
about
list.
Back to the Future.
Okay, Excalibur to the future. You mean?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. 3-2 Excalibur, Cheen Pao, cross switchers. Okay. Interesting. No Palkia. Okay. I was just curious. But as you were saying, it is time.
All right, everyone. We'll be back right after this.
Do 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 do.
All right, video
you-
watch.
Did
How
you
are
mark
you?
the time?
It was 31:30.
Okay.
If you want to type it out. I mean, I guess I could too. Casa de Cubone's still here? Jeez, get some sleep, get some rest. I feel like he's up all the time.
Well, I think he said he's bed rest or something.
Yeah. Speedy recovery, sir. Speedy recovery. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. I can only lay down. All right, Justin. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready?
And we'll come back at 33.
Okay.
So it's in like 10 seconds. And we are back. Thank you all for that break. Appreciate your patience there. But we have to get through a little bit of housekeeping real quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That dollar is going to get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCG live prize tournaments. Registrations in the Discord, and we hope to see you there. If you're not joined yet, we have not started the October one yet because I was in Barcelona. And then this weekend, Justin and I are both like bogged down. So we will be starting it probably Monday. I think the date.
Do we decide on
is-
a theme?
No theme. I don't think any theme, just standard.
Okay. Standard it is.
Yeah, so Monday the 23rd, we'll probably announce it. So if you're not in yet, join and come try to win $25, a gift card to tcgplayer.com. Huge thank you to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, Bean and Cheese, DJ Wonderbread, Hall the Counselor, GK, Sue, Jamal, Joseph, Mythical Hitch, Beard Bo Baggins, and Big Zom Minus. Special thanks to our executive producer, Trainer Mystic, as well as our other executive producers on the network, Paul Bott, Kate the Cons, and Stinky Ash. Make sure to check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab some merch, and leave us reviews. All right, Justin, really quickly, I did get some submissions back.
Ooh.
I have 3 pretty chill submissions, and then one that's like really cool. But I just wanted to I didn't care what grade it got. I just wanted it because I'm pretty sure I could still use it. I wanted.
What do you mean you could still use it?
You'll see in a second.
Okay.
So I did, and I don't have peel to reveal stickers.
That's fine. You'll live.
Error on my end, but I have 3 of these.
Oh.
So I've got the first Delibird.
A 9.
It's a 9. It's a 9.
Man, that blue looks good though.
Yeah, it does. And I honestly have kept this blue for every single Delibird that I've gotten graded through TGA. All right. So that's the first one. And then the second one. What do you think on this one?
I'm gonna go 9 again.
9.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
boo,
right.
because it's another 9.
So,
But
I
yeah,
got 2 9s. And then we've got one more.
okay, you saved this for last.
I saved it for last. You're right. I did, didn't
Or
I?
remind me, are they doing half numbers?
Yes. Yep.
I'm gonna guess 9.5.
10.
10. Nice.
I got a 10 on this one. I was so stoked because this is one that I don't have yet. So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I actually was like looking through mine and was like, oh, shoot. I hope I didn't grade something I already got graded like and already have a 10 at it.
Yeah.
But did not have those. And then this, you could probably be able to tell what it is by me going like this and showing you. But I bought Pokémon Tournament when it first came out, and they had a promo exclusive.
I was not in the Pokémon tournament realm, so I don't actually know what this is.
It's a Shadow Mewtwo, or is it a Shadow? Yeah, it's a Shadow Mewtwo.
Oh, that's sick. Never seen that before.
Yeah, so it's a grade 8. But again, like the great, like it's been in its plastic sleeve since I've owned it.
Wow.
But it was just sitting in my amiibo shelf. So I said, you know what? Instead of it just sitting there and being like thrown around, I'm just gonna get it graded because I can still tap the amiibo function and still get it.
Oh, that's what you meant. Huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I have some other ones. That one I'm gonna save for the different one. Okay, I did get this graded. This is the last one. This is the last one
Now,
I'll do.
what set is this from?
This is from
This is Sun and Moon era?
Celestial Storm.
Okay. This is the one with Rayquaza on the box.
Yes.
Man. Sun and Moon trainers were
just so you can see the back here.
Oh man, it looks so good, but Sun and Moon trainers were notoriously bad. I'm gonna guess 9.
8.
8. Yeah.
Wah, wah. It's still no, it is still in
it's
like
a gorgeous card,
yeah.
but just Sun and Moon era was just really hard on cards.
Yes, for sure. So next week we will the episode will consist of I have a bunch of my victory medals and cups, so we'll look at those.
We're gonna go do a blast to the past, or that's when you should have worn Back to the Future sweater.
It's okay. It's okay. It happened. All right. And speaking of TGA, this episode of Special Conditions is brought to you by the Grading Authority. TGA offers an innovative card grading experience with a focus on collectors and community. Visit tgacards.com to learn more and be sure to check out their slab designer and Pokemon Flow labels to see for yourself what makes Pokemon Professor Network proud to be a TGA partner. Use code FULLHEAL, no spaces, at checkout for 10% off your total order. FULLHEAL. Huge thank you to the team over at the Grading Authority for supporting the Special Conditions podcast. We greatly appreciate it.
Now, Adam,
I was going to say, and speaking of grading cards, here's more cards that I need to grade and get my hands on as soon as possible.
Yes, exactly. So I think we should do the pre-release first.
Okay, that's fair.
And then end off with the card that you probably need 100 of.
This is true.
So this article is brought to you by Pokemon.com, and they're talking about the pre-release bundles, the build and battle boxes that are coming out October 21st, so in 3 days. So the latest expansion of Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift arrives November 3rd, 2023. But you can visit your local game store to play with it early. Starting this Saturday, October 21st. Is that this Saturday or is that Friday? I just looked at my calendar like a dummy and it's not even the calendar. I'm not used to Windows 11 yet. Select retailers begin selling it early. Pre-release format allows players to using a 40 card deck with 4 prize cards set aside for the start of play, as opposed to 60 card with 6 prize cards. It's a quicker format. You do your build and battle. It's great as like a low stakes if you don't normally play and you're just a collector and you're just like playing for your first time. It's very low stakes. You just go, you open some packs and you have fun.
But if somebody pulls like 4 EXs in their packs,
Sure,
you get very
like,
upset because then they just steamroll everyone.
but if it's a stage 2 EX, they're not going to be able to play it.
Well, you got to think with these bundles, you open them up and they have the whole stage of whatever is in the set. Remember Tinkatunk?
Yeah, so this first one, I'll read it, is Chi-Yu. So let's look at the art here. It is a goldfish
swimming out of a volcano.
Yeah. And he's got like his eye looks like it's
Looks like
metal
a tooth.
guards that are just like pinched around it and just it looks very menacing. It's pretty cool looking. So he's got the well, I'll read the description first and then we'll read the attacks. Out of the lava and into the fire, Chi-Yu majestically leaps from a river of lava and is ready to bring the heat with its flare bringer attack. This attack doesn't do damage, but if you're able to get fire energy into the discard pile, it can easily power up your next attacker and set your board up for some pre-release mayhem. It can be a powerful attacker on its own, too, if one of your Pokemon goes down. Its mega fire of envy attack does 140 total damage if any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn.
Wow. 50 plus 90. Woo! That's not bad.
And it's got like that flare bringer. It's kind of just like a fire starter setup attack. It's kind of like the old style Volcanion. I don't know if it's quite as good as Volcanion, but it's
No,
still
because
pretty good.
Volcanion allowed you to search your deck. This is through the discard.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. It's not as good. But, it's still pretty cool. It's a cool art. But all right, Adam, read your card.
All right, here we go. Iron Bundle. HP 100. It's a future form. The art is amazing. It looks so cute. I need 1,000 of these. It has ability Hyper Blower. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses the new active Pokemon. If you do, discard this Pokemon and all cards attached to it. For 1 water and 2 colorless, Refrigerated Stream, 80 damage. If the defending Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Pretty darn solid attacker and tech mischief maker. The description reads, getting around your opponent's active Pokemon is often difficult in pre-release format due to the limited number of cards like Boss's Orders and Escape Rope. But Iron Bundle changes all that. Its Hyper Blower ability allows you to switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. If you do, though, you'll have to discard Iron Bundle and all cards attached.
No.
If you're looking for Iron Bundle to gift some pain, its Refrigerated Stream attack makes it so if the defending Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Evolution Pokemon are normally much stronger in pre-release format due to their high hit points, so timing this attack can turn around even the most one-sided game. It can even completely stop a Pokemon EX in its tracks.
How dare.
So
Yeah.
I'm actually curious if any of these bundles, like any of these pre-release packs, will have like a non-hollow form of Iron Bundle. just to make me more stressed out, then I need to get that one too.
I don't know.
Because I think they're going all out. Because we have the alt art, we have the pre-release art, and then we have the main set art, or the main set. So there's 3 of them. I wouldn't put it past them.
Is Delibird normally weak to metal? I just noticed it was weak to lightning this time.
Honestly, I think both. I think it's been both throughout the card game.
Okay. You know, as an Arcanine fan, I don't really have to think about it. Well, Hisuian Arcanine is weak to grass. But okay. Have we talked enough about your baby?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay.
You can move on to Xatu.
Xatu, how do you do? No, that's not right. Okay. So, Xatu, I'll read the description first and then we'll come back. It says energy acceleration is a huge advantage in any match of the Pokemon TCG. And Xatu does that and more. The psychic type Pokemon has the clairvoyant sensibility, which allows you to attach a basic psychic energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. And that's not all. If you attach energy to your Pokemon this way, you draw 2 cards. Between energy attachments and drawing a couple of extra cards, Xatu is bound to be one of the strongest Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift pre-release tournaments or events. It is Super Psybolt attack would not only be difficult to use, but having multiple Xatu in play can quickly fill the energy cost, while also building a huge hand. Attaching multiple energy cards and growing your hand size is uncommon in pre-release format, so the future is looking bright if you find Xatu in your build battle box. So, as we know, stage 1, 100 HP, psychic, and in the recent past, I've been like really looking at Xatu and just like how it kind of looks like a vampire upside down on Xatu's chest there.
Oh yeah, yep.
It kind of just like creeps me out. But yeah, it's weak to dark, super Cybolt, you know, the attack's kind of whatever. But really you want it for this clairvoyant sense. Attach so you ramp energy into play and draw 2 cards.
See, that's not bad.
Yeah, hopefully you have a better attacker to ramp the energy onto than Super Cybolt, but in pre-release it's probably fine.
All right, we moving on?
We're moving on.
All right, next one up is Aegislash. Aegislash has 150 hit points. It is Steel type, ability Mysterious Shield. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX and V. For a metal and a colorless, hard bashing, 120 damage. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So if I attacked Aegislash with Delibird, Iron Bundle, it would still just go through it. It would ignore the fact that it said you can't attack if it's an evolution Pokemon because it's not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Or is it effect on you?
This is your opponent's active Pokemon.
Opponent's next turn. Oh, so it can't. That's a good rulings question.
What are you reading?
Okay. So Iron Bundle says the defending Pokemon can't attack, but Hard Bashing says this attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, but the effect isn't on your opponent. It's on Aegislash.
Well, okay, let's think about this. So
But it seems like it should go through.
This, I would say no, actually, because if the defending Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, it can't attack. So if it can't attack, damage is declared after you attack, right?
I believe so. And it says,
So,
and it even
so
says like this damage isn't affected by effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, and it's not an effect on my opponent's Pokemon.
it's on
It's
this.
effect on Aegislash.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say you can't use this.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Anyways, where are we? Did you read the description yet?
I don't know, somewhere over the rainbow. The description is, if you've ever been lucky enough to find a powerful Pokemon V or a Pokemon EX in your build and battle box, you know that it can be a huge advantage even if they give up 2 prize cards instead of 1. This time around, though, there's a great counter to the Pokemon EX in Aegislash. Its Mysterious Shield ability prevents all damage done to it by Pokemon EX and V. This type of ability is commonly found on defensive Pokemon, but Aegislash can still chip in plenty of offense with its hard bashing attack, which does 120 damage just for 2 energy and ignores all effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. That number is perfect for taking one-hit knockouts against the previously showcased pre-release promo cards, so keep that in mind as you battle. So essentially they're saying, if you get the Aegislash, you can one-shot everything else that everybody got in their pre-release packs. I would still rather have Iron Bundle.
And the EX. Well, I mean, obviously. No, I guess that was it. Aegislash, Xatu, Iron Bundle, and GU. Yeah, these are always fun.
Man, I want one so bad. And they'll be like available as soon as tomorrow. Or not as soon as tomorrow.
Not
as soon
tomorrow,
as this weekend.
but like, yeah. Okay. Is it time?
I believe it's time.
Okay. I'm just going to show an image. Not even going to say anything. And you'll know.
That is the alt art of Iron Bundle.
That's what we're here for, folks. That's it. That's the tweet.
That's the tweet right there. Look at it. It's like skiing up a little icy bridge.
I just like how
it's
essentially
it's so cute. It's rocketing.
It's farting up at the bridge.
You're right. It is farting.
Oh, it's kind of fun. It's like a rainbow effect going on the card. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's like
I love
yellow, blue, pink.
But then also, while staring at this, someone showed me during community day, the city safari, that not only is Iron Bundle on this card, and not only is it on that pre-release promo, and not only is it in the set itself.
Oh no, what else is it on?
Can you click Iron Valiant or the Gallade thing?
Oh snap!
Zoom in on that. Zoom in on the top left corner
snap!
and the bottom right corner. Look, there's an Iron Bundle in the corner, just being like, "Oh hey," and then there's one in the
two
left
of
top.
them.
Yeah, and it's like that's gonna be the most expensive one. I don't even want it because it's a Gallade.
You want it.
I want it because it has Iron Bundle in it.
Yeah, I mean it's just like there's that Pikachu card that has Growlithe on it that I have to get.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
What's the name of
Actually, click the
Tyranitar?
Volcarona one too. Just see. Zoom in on that. See if there's anything.
Well, this is past.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Isn't there a metal
This
one?
is ancient.
Oh, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Screamtail. Nope. There's this. But I don't see anything on Iron Jugulus.
No. Whew. I just like I need so much of this set. So I don't know. So much. I need so much.
Oh man, there's so many. Let's see. Is there any cards in here you want to talk about? Ooh, a water type Zarina.
I love the fact that we get excited, but we don't realize that it's a stage 2, so it's just we have to pass over it. It doesn't actually matter.
I know. I'm just excited that they're still exploring the different typings.
I
It's
do
like
appreciate the different typings.
it's like, ooh,
that
piece
to
of
me,
candy, and then
it
it's like,
feels
actually that piece of candy is a
it
butterscotch,
feels good.
so I don't really want it.
Yeah, I mean, Toxtricity EX.
Oh man,
That's pretty cool because yes, it's a stage 2, but like you've still got Flaffy in format right now with the Dynamotor, and it's fighting, so it actually works.
yeah, because typically isn't lightning typically weak to fighting?
Yep.
So that's fun. Let's see. For 3 lightning, Gaia Punch, 270 damage. Discard 3 lightning from your Pokemon in play.
Which is fine. That's nothing, especially with Flaffies in play. So you can consistently get 270.
Yeah, we're just gonna scroll through the set list here real quick. We're not doing like a full breakdown, but oh, these are just comments here. Okay. But yeah, I'm also excited for Roaring Moon.
Yeah.
It's got some Scream Tails on there, whatever the Mischievous one is, and the little mushroom guy. I also think Roaring Moon could be fun to play.
Well, listen, there's a lot of like fun, like one prizers, like Garganacle. I don't know. It's a stage 2 ability, Energy Rock Salt. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic fighting energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. If you do, heal 30 damage from that Pokemon. So it heals and is an energy acceleration.
Very interesting.
Yeah, for 3, it does 140. It's not the best, but pretty good. And then Porygon Z, Bug Turbo ability. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, you may choose up to 4 basic energy cards in your discard pile and attach them to this Pokemon. If tails, discard 1 energy attached.
Oh my goodness,
but you don't need to attach an energy to it. You can just do it first, and you get heads, attach 4 to it, and then attach return. Energy attack 40 times. This deck does 40 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon.
That's crazy.
So it's 200 if you don't attach first and you're smart about it. And you get heads.
Yeah, man. I feel like I gotta try this now.
And then you, yeah.
Porygon.
Porygon's always been crazy.
I was gonna say, what was it? Crazy Code was one that was the ability of the last broken Porygon.
Yeah, even the Vanillish, the stage 2, it's a Frigid Room. Your opponent's Pokemon that have 40 hit points or less remaining can't attack.
Oh.
Which coincides with
Gardevoir?
No, the Serena EX. With the 1 grass for Icicle Soul, put damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon until its remaining HP is 30.
I was just
thinking they're both stage 2, so like try getting that to work.
I was just thinking of how, Gardevoir likes to power up their Pokemon with psychic energies until they have super low HP left.
Yep.
And this would block them from getting up super high.
Sounds about right.
But it's still a stage 2 water Pokemon, so it's not like you're really going to be playing it. But, there are people out there smarter than you and I. Maybe they can pull something off.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, look at this little guy. Oh, Vanillite.
Oh, Vanillite. What a sweet soft serve ice cream. Favorite Pokemon? Delibird.
And then
Delibird for
would
sure.
second be Iron Bundle?
Second right now is Iron Bundle. Third is Sableye. But I don't even know. Sableye doesn't, like, now that Iron Bundle's out, like, I have a solid second. Like, you can't take that away, you know? All right, Justin. We went over everything.
We did. Right around the hour mark. So I think, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, and it's like Iron Bundle really is the star of the show.
Sounds like we have our title.
I mean, I'm chill with that.
Huh.
But sorry. Not sorry.
Well, this isn't the Waste Spotters with the dad jokes.
Oh, geez. All right, Justin. In closing, don't forget to email us, SpecialConditions@PokemonProfessor.com. You can leave us a voicemail. You can text us, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. Check us out over on Twitter. It's SpecialConTCG over there. And
it's kind of called X now. Twitter
it's
X.
it's X, yeah. So if you're on X, follow us. You can always tweet at us, send us pictures of what you played at regionals. Honestly, just get our friend codes and for TCG Live, and let's play. Like, I'm not saying I'm a pro, but I'll throw hands. I'll lose, but I'll throw hands.
I'll throw hands.
Yeah, and honestly, it just helps everybody improve in general. Or just join the Discord and play in our tournaments, because I typically join because we roughly have about eight solid players on a consistent basis. So I would love to see that get to like 16, because that would be like a sweet spot. But I won't know till I throw the sign up stuff out. Like I said, probably shooting for Monday the 23rd. So if you're not in there yet, join, and then stay in tune to the TCG Standard channel in the Discord, and we'll see you there. All right, Justin. Remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.